When you look up at the night sky, it can tell you stuff about your future. It won't lie to you. It's pure that way.
That's a look at the life of Chuck, the new Stephen King film that flips the script because it's not about monsters or mayhem, but the quiet, ordinary moments that make a life extraordinary. Tom Hiddleston stars as Chuck, a man who seems to be living his life in reverse while the world around him slowly unravels. And today we are talking to actor Matthew Lillard, who plays Gus, and he joins us now to tell us more.
Hi, Morgan.
Hi. Okay, good. I just want to make sure you can see me. How you doing?
Good, love. How are you?
I'm doing great. I loved you in this movie. Your scene stood out to me so much. You know, it's so interesting. When people think of Stephen King, they immediately think horror, right? But I think some people forget that his work has inspired films like Stand By Me, The Shawshank Redemption, and now The Life of Chuck. How excited were you to be a part of the Stephen King universe?
I was very excited. Frankly, look, I think Stephen King's amazing. He's one of the first authors I ever read for pleasure and joy. But the reality is, for me, Mike Flanagan was the draw. I mean, he is a guy that I got to know over a lunch in Hollywood. We became buddies. He called me up and said, come do this movie. And I know, you know, has a legacy of working with actors multiple times. And so I jumped at the opportunity and was thrilled. I mean, he's like, it's a small part. It doesn't speak to who I think of you as an actor. And I was like, I'm in. It doesn't matter. And lucky enough for me that this part has like this little, you know, it's small but mighty. It's got a little golden sort of payoff in the end. And I'm really proud to just be a part of this journey. The movie is fantastic. It's beautiful. And so I feel like I'm a part of something way bigger than me and very special.
Yeah, that's such a good way to answer that. But your scene is one of the most emotional scenes in the film, and I really, really thought about it after the film ended. So, I mean, that's kudos to you and your acting. We're proud because I remember covering the Toronto International Film Festival last year, and this film won the People's Choice Award, which is so exciting. So do you feel kind of relieved and happy that people are responding so well to this film? Because it's not a traditional movie.
No, it's unlike anything. I mean, I did press with Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's like, you've never seen anything like it, right? And so, and I agree with him. It's a very different sort of storytelling. We're incredibly proud to be a part of it. The winning that award was sort of it kicked the film off. We're being released by Neon. Just so everyone knows, Toronto has an incredible prediction for for films that are going to be nominated for Academy Awards. The last 9 winners of that award have been nominated for Picture of the Year. So when we weren't even listed in like the top 10, like the pundits in Hollywood were like listing their movies they thought were going to win. We weren't even in the top 10. So the fact that we actually won speaks to this film having a special place in people's hearts. And so at the end of the day, at the end of that festival, it really felt like, you know, that we were on the beginning of a very sort of long and beautiful journey. So
yeah. I love that. I know you don't like talking about Scream turning 30 years old. I know that, so I won't focus on it, but I just want to know what it was like getting that phone call that you were coming back to the franchise, because you know the fans are losing their mind, myself included, that you're coming back.
I lost my mind when I literally was on a phone call on a long walk, and I was like in a park, and I was like, wait. I was on a conference call. I was like, Kevin Williamson's calling me. I'm like, I gotta call you back. I have no idea what this is about. And he's like, hey, and we kind of like BS'd around for a second. He's like, do you want to come back? And I'm like, oh my God. You know, I had been like sort of pitching for the last 10 years that it was just a TV getting dumped on my head that I survived. And so I'm really excited to be back. You know, it's thrilling. It's terrifying. I feel like, you know, there's a chance that I screw it all up and that I ruin my legacy in the film, but I'm going to leave that to Kevin and sort of put my faith in the script. Script's fantastic. Nev's back, and I just think it's in a really great place, and I'm hopeful that people love it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I also love that it was Kevin that called you. That makes me even happier. Well, you talked about how Mike Flanagan likes to use the same actors. And for you, it's just been announced there's a new Carrie adaptation, a new series that Mike Flanagan is heading up, and you're going to be a part of that. What's that like? That must be exciting.
Well, I am currently in Vancouver. So yeah, we start shooting next week. It's super fun. It's a long run. It's, again, Stephen King and Mike Flanagan together. It's a great adaptation. I think that Mike really came at it with an approach for how to like update the story so that's relevant for today's kids and their journey. And I'm excited to be a part of this world. I mean, it's look, as an actor, working at all is a joy, but then working with people you like, getting a chance to do it again. We are now developing a shorthand. He knows how I work. I'm thrilled at how he works, and so it's going to be good. It's going to be a good little run.
The Life of Chuck is out now.